so it's Vaughan's turn.
So I'll have a free market step. I'll sell that for 5 water tokens.
Copying.
I am.
Right, he gets himself a 5 water. I'm going to build my water up now. Do you know what? I'm gonna do another free market. Is there no limit to the free market stuff you can do? I'm wondering if it might be a cheap way of getting a lot of fuel. This. I'm gonna do another free market step and sell that.
Yeah, it's a good way to get fuel.
Yeah. And try and build up a surplus of fuel to get my momentum going again. Yeah.
No, I can't have another red one.
Why not?
Because they're limited.
It's against the rules.
No, you'll appreciate the change.
Okay. Okay.
So I am. That pays for boosting this Robonaut into lower orbit.
Okay. We're putting a rocket into space.
Yeah. Well, no, not yet.
Not yet.
The parts are up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a hefty rocket.
What's its mass?
Well, with a crew it'd be 13.
Yeah.
No, I know what I'll do. But not yet. Right, sure not.
Right, I'm going to do another free market step and sell that to the world.
Selling everything.
Yeah, I'm going to start buying up.
Well, yeah,
Sell high, buy cheap. Yeah, word hasn't got out how unsuccessful my components were. They don't know. I'm offloading it onto them. Right.
I'll do an income step, 2.
These boards were flat before.
I know,
so
the curling now, I've
yeah,
noticed that.
with the atmosphere, which is, we don't have a bad humidity here in the UK, do we? I just noticed your player board started to curl, and my bit of back bending, bit of leaving under heavy books overnight even can sometimes sort it. Fortunately, the board is laying lovely and flat, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. Right, so is it my turn?
Yeah.
So I need to buy now. So let's have a look what's on offer, what's up for grabs. Well, that thruster is not grabbing me because of a mass of 5. Everything's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think there might have to be some buying and selling going on again. I'm just going to be a trader in this game, nothing else. So I'll buy the refinery, I'll bid for the refinery I should say, and I'll bid no pois for that refinery, no water.
I'll look at my existing refinery, I might just get a little bit more, no, mine's 3. No, you can have it.
Okay, so I'll take that, that's my go. And that goes on here, this side, does it? On there, is that right? No, they go on our hand, don't they? Of course they do. Yeah.
I'm going to take another income step.
Got hay fever today.
Itchy eyes.
Itchy nose. Yeah, eyes itching slightly. It's just there's a lot of people cutting lawns and stuff at the moment, isn't there? With the nice weather.
Right, that's me.
What you done? Okay. Right. I'm. What's underneath that? See, it's still mass is heavy, isn't it? 4. So, what's your refinery on there? Just for comparison,
3.
You've got one of 3, so there is. But generally, the ones that are lighter, are they not as productive or something?
Doesn't really matter in the basic game. Just the lower the mass, the better, because
better, isn't it?
It's only the advanced game where you
Yeah.
need radiators and generators and
Okay.
Reactors with them and things.
I can buy another refinery, can't I? Even though I've got one.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do. I'll bid for this one. So mass 4. I'll bid for this one. It's a mass 4. Okay. I'll bid nothing for it.
So I'll bid 1 for it.
You want that, do you?
I could sell it on the free market.
You could. I'll bid 2 for it. It's mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, go on.
Of course it is. Right, there you go. I'm going to just turn that into a 5 anyway on my next turn probably. Thanks.
Right, I am going to boost. Boost all of them. Nice thrust piece there.
I'm determined, just on this little playthrough, to get a rocket into space, landing on a planet.
Okay, this rocket has a mass of 13. 5 for the Robonauts, 4 for the thruster, 1 for the crew, and 3 for the refinery. Yeah.
So 13, unlucky, hopefully unlucky for you.
We'll see. So I'm boosting that.
Yeah.
So there's a NASA rocket in low Earth orbit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't boost it. I haven't got 13. I forgot about that.
Oh,
I can't boost it.
Schoolboy error.
Cheating.
Schoolboy error.
I need to do another. So I don't know whether to do research to sell patents on the free market for more income. At rate 2.
But if you sell, then you're gonna have to buy more components to get that one.
I know. I just do an income step.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Income step's really nice and quick. I'm going to bid for this. Gosh, they're all full. Right, I'm going to bid for that refinery.
It's annoying, isn't it?
0.
I'll bid 1 for it.
I might let you have it.
Be the right.
I might let you have it. So okay, I'll bid 2 for it.
That's yours.
This is mine. Bid 2. Thank you. Right.
I'll take another income step.
Yeah. Now this might seem a bit drab that Vaughan's doing income, I'm doing income. Well, I'm buying at the moment. Only with a mind. I've got a few refineries. They're all quite heavy. Well, they seem heavy to me anyway. So I'm going to turn them into. I'm going to sell them on the open market. But this will be far more dynamic in a more competitive and larger player game, wouldn't it? Because there'll be people starting getting their rockets going and successful rockets. So the pressure would be on, wouldn't it, a bit more.
And it's all about the building.
Yeah.
The rocket that you want.
That's right, yeah. Sometimes I've just gone by some nice artwork on there and thinking, well, that looks good. He looks like he's going to do some good things. The artwork's great on these anyway, isn't it? It's more like a little technical diagram and stuff. And our open market for 5, sell that for 5, please. Goes to the bottom, doesn't he? Why don't we bring the fuel over and a bit nearer? Is that thanks. I've got 3 reds now, not bad. Building it up. So whatever I do next was going to hopefully end up successful. If I can get to cobble together some half decent rocket. And start a bit of dice rolling for finding out whether I'm successful at mining.
Yeah, for me it's another income step. I need
getting that you know, got quite a stack there.
Swap.
Do you know that surely there could be a faster variant with this game where you start with more fuel?
There's a variant where you start idea turns where you start with more rocket parts.
Okay, yeah. But even it would be certainly quicken it up a bit, the game, wouldn't it, if you started with maybe 15 fuel each or something?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying it's a fast variant, but anyway.
But I think it's It's about the bidding and the auction.
Yeah, it's all part of the game, isn't it? Everything that's coming up is mass 4 at the moment, isn't it? So,
So there is a
what's that
shortcut
one?
to-
So, rad hard 5. Oh, do we ignore this red bit
Yeah,
altogether,
yeah.
don't we? Right, okay. Froth flotation. The thruster over there is a massive 5. I'll bid on this thruster, please. Oh, look at that thruster underneath, master 2.
Yeah, well, look at its consumption.
Wow, it is, yeah. It giveth and it taketh. Yeah. So that's consuming for every, is that for every burn? It consumes 7.
Yeah.
Ouch. You need a good source of income of water. don't
No,
you?
that's its thrust,
Yeah,
the one on the left, and
Yeah.
for every burn it consumes 4.
it consumes 4. That's still a heck of a lot, isn't it? Yeah. So what about this one then? For this, sorry, where are we? Here we are. Oh, so for every burn this will consume 3,
Yeah,
and its thrust is what, 4?
yeah.
So that's not a bad trade-off. It's 4, but its thrust is 7.
But then to use all of them,
Hmm.
you need 28 steps of fuel. Not 28 tanks, but 28 steps of fuel.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
is what? 1, 2, 3, because you're following the black line. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 27, 28. It's never going to be that light. Well, mass of 2. So you get a long way with
Yeah.
7 thrust movement, but if it was that heavy, that would be -5 anyway. -2, sorry.
Mm.
So I'd take it down to 5.
Yeah. So it's not very good, is it, really? Okay, I'm bidding on this, 0. I'll bid 1 on it, actually. I'll bid 1 on it.
I'll bid 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm. Have it for 2.
Right. Just because there is a quicker way of getting more fuel, and I'll sell that on the free market for 5.
5, yeah.
So
course.
instead of getting 2 with income now, I'm getting 3.
Yeah.
I really don't know what they're doing over at the Motor Museum.
I've just started up the DeLorean.
The DeLorean.
DeLorean there.
What's that?
The Back to the Future car.
Alright.
You know, the Back to the Future, the DeLorean. Somebody go and
I
fly
knew it
it
rang
past
a bell.
on the hoverboard in a minute.
Shaking.
Yeah.
Oh no, you'll have to edit that off. That was a bit cruel.
No. No, it's done. What's done is done. I'll do a free market. Sell that, please. For 5. Okay. Okay. It's your turn.
Right, so we'll boost for 15 fuel to change. And I'll convert, so that is mass of 3, and convert those 4 to fill the tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is tug. Oh, shite. Can't do anything.
Tug's -2.
Yeah. It's only got a thrust of 2. I'd have to afterburn to get +1. So I might as well carry on filling up the fuel tanks. Right.
Okay. I'll bid on this thruster. That's the that. Well, what's the point? Is that just like a what's that? A photon that's just for
Yeah.
sunlight, is it?
You like the look of that? Don't know. Well, no.
It's not going to be good, is it?
Depends on your mission. Mass is 0.
Yeah.
It's just using the solar power, isn't it?
So you'd have to be within the in Earth's orbit.
These 2 heliocentric zones, really.
Yeah. In the line of the sun. Okay, one water for that.
1 water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll bid 2. I can. I've got nothing.
Okay, so I get it. I should have bid.
Bid
I'll bid 0
Yeah.
water for that.
Bid
Thanks.
0.
Thanks. You'll go.
I'll take an income step. Oh well. I'll do a research step.
Yeah.
I'll bid. Let's just go for this refinery, see what's underneath. I'll bid 0 for that.
I'll bid 1.
I'll bid 1.
Have you got 1?
Oh, I can't even bid, can I?
Get in.
I'm not even starting that research.
Oh, that's
step.
mine, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could because I bid 0, didn't I? So it's yours. So
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
So I'll pay 1 for it.
Ooh.
Well, I've got 1 over here. Is that mine as well? It must be. It's got to be, hasn't it?
Well, it must be, yeah.
Must be.
Yeah.
There you go, that's the 1. Okay, it's your turn.
Right, I'll take an income step. Income.
Yeah. I'll bid 1 for this thruster. Solar kite. Photon kite.
Okay, I'll bid 2.
You want that, don't you? What's he got planned? What's he got up his sleeve? I mean, if you're going to land on the deck, would that help with getting to the moon? Would it? Because would you not have to come this way round a different way? It wouldn't
No,
help
so
on-
it's solar powered, isn't it? So it won't help because it won't get enough energy from the sun.
You'd have to be up this way.
Yeah.
Is it this path here? Is that what that is? Is that the solar? Is it?
Well, you've got these heliocentric zones, so they're marked here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could use it from the sun to boost yourself out, but you're not going to get that much further anyway.
Mm.
Although you can pop a thruster with it.
How much did you bid for this?
I bid 2.
I'll bid 3.
Okay, it's yours.
Okay. 2 back, please.
I'll take another income step and just do home orbit refuel. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So home orbit refuel, is that just because you're in lower Earth orbit? You can do that still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to bid 1 for that kite. No, I'll bid 0 for that kite. Because you can't outbid me, can you?
No.
Okay, so get that. My hand limit is, your hand limit is how many cards? 4. But my hand limit is unlimited, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a massive advantage, isn't it, really, to me? For that, anyway.
Yeah,
For that
yeah.
stage.
So I have to take another income step.
Okay. I'll bid. I'll bid 2 for the Robonauts. You can't bid 3 because you haven't got them.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, so it's income for me.
Yeah. What's the difference? You see, this Robonaut bomb, which I've just purchased, or purchased the blueprint for, I guess, is it? It's why has this Robonaut got the triangle showing you the thrust and
Some of them can operate your ship and act as thrusters. They modify your rocket.
oh.
So it's worth looking at when you buy them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well I'm going to bid for that one. That Robonaut, and I'll bid 2 for it.
Yeah, it's yours.
Okay, can I have 3 back, please? So,
Oh, wow. I was giving you 2 then. Another income step for me, and home orbit refuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
okay, I'll do a free market, please.
I'm not done
sorry.
yet. I might be in the rocket.
Yeah.
I'll try and film you. Still a lot of fuel for me. So, 2. So, wet mass thrust modifier is 2 minus 2. Can't move it below this net thrust. And then I use afterburn for 2 fuel.
Yeah.
So that is the little flame on there is to use afterburn, which adds +1 to the fuel, to the thrust. Sorry. For the cost of the fuel consumption, which is 2 in the case of this thruster. So that is 1, 2. Let's take that to 1 to move to high Earth orbit. 4, 1, 2. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I could rescue your crew.
You could do.
Well, would you vote it to be a glory venture?
Yeah, I mean whatever for the gameplay.
So,
For this, just yeah.
So just deciding whether I go out there and rescue his crew who is left stranded.
It's
in
a noble
space.
cause. Yeah. Free market. I'm going to sell that, please, for 5 tanks of water. Thanks.
I'll take an income step
Yeah.
and move my rocket. Again, it's going to be the same thing with the. There's no sound. I'm going to use the afterburner again for 1, 2. Let's take it to 1 and then move to gravitational Earth orbit. For 2 fuel, 1, 2. And then I can coast. There is such a thing as coast. As long as you're not entering other burns, you can coast your rocket. So I'll coast to the Lagrange point
And dock.
well, if I pick you up, you're adding to my mass, aren't you?
Not a problem.
There is.
We've not eaten for days. We're not that heavy. It's only going to add 1 to your mass, is it?
Yeah, your outpost, aren't
My guys you're picking up on.
you? Yeah. Or less. What I can do. I'll jettison. These are things you can do in the game. Free actions. You can jettison things and create outposts in space.
As long as you
and
don't
go back
jettison
and
me.
collect them. Now I'll pick up the crew
Yeah.
and I'll jettison the my crew. No, the refinery.
Yeah.
To create an outpost. Outpost 1.
Mhm.
And yours comes off now
Alright, okay.
because I picked crew up, haven't I?
Yeah.
You can only have 2 outposts at a time anyway. So end of the go, I need to adjust my mass because I've jettisoned the refinery, which is 3, and picked up his crew, which is 1. So I'll adjust the mass by 2. 1, 2. And I need to move these down to 1, 1, 2. Yeah?
Mhm.
Because it doesn't gain me more fuel steps.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan. That's
Yeah.
the plan. That. Which means I'm gonna have to jettison something else so I can get out.
Jettison. I've got a bit more selling to do, so I'm trying to build up my water stock. I'm also got in mind. So I've got a half decent what I think is a half decent Robonaut. It's a mass of 1. A refinery of 4. That seems to be the going rate for refineries at the moment. But this is a mass. And
oh no! What I've done, I jettisoned. I need to work this out.
oh
I
right,
jettisoned
okay.
the rover.
Still your turn.
So go back 5, 1. Oh, let's do this first. The mass 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along the red lines. And
Of course.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No one gets
So-
left behind. You're trying to bring me home, aren't you?
It's no longer a tug, so I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to have to use my afterburner anymore.
No. Are you like in the Martian advert, bring them home?
Yeah,
Bring-
yeah.
Nobody gets left behind on your. Not
If it's
on
Mark Wahlberg, he's staying
your,
there.
not on your watch. It's not Mark Wahlberg, the Martian. That was
Is it Matt Damon?
Matt
Yeah,
Damon,
get
wasn't
mixed
it?
up,
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. So good film though. Right, I'm going to do free
Have you seen
market.
that Arrival?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No, I didn't.
Thought it was garbage.
What I did? What a load of rubbish.
What a load of rubbish.
It was really disappointing.
The best, well, some of the best. There's been some classic space films, hasn't there? But I love Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah.
I know it's more science fiction, but only the first one, of course. 2, 3, 4, whatever, all crap. But Starship Troopers, what an awesome film.
But it didn't finish. It was left like for a sequel, wasn't it? But
yeah, but the best thing ever, Supernatural, not space. Well, not space really. Stranger Things, Netflix.
Yeah, saying I've watched that with kids.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I watch OA as well. Have you watched the OA?
What's OA?
Kids will probably like. I told Tegan about the OA.
What is OA?
You can go watch. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
You're better off going into it not knowing anything about it. I told Tegan about it, and she was like, I can't believe it's finished like that, and I don't know if there's going to be another season. And she told me she preferred it to Stranger Things.
I love Stranger Things.
I think Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. We only watched the final episode a couple of nights ago. Wow, what a final episode! But it was wow all the way through, wasn't it? To me, it just hit every button. It was set in the right decade, the 80s.
Yeah.
Brilliant music.
That's why you should read that.
Fantastic.
Ready Player One before the.
Okay.
Spielberg's making a film of it. It's
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
80s references.
Well, where's the book?
Let's
Get the book, I'll take it with me. I'll try and give the book a little bit more love than you gave to Avalon Hill's Gunfighter.
Why? What did you do to it?
You didn't read it, you didn't do it.
I
No.
don't know if it's still done.
Oh, if you've got it, it sounds good. I remember you saying on about it before.
I must have it somewhere. If
Yeah.
I find it, I'll pick it up and bring it to
Yeah, please. Yeah, but Stranger Things, I just thought, to me, I don't believe I've seen a better series than that. I just loved it. Thought the kid acting in it was amazing.
Did I show you this?
I don't know, tabletop game, free board game inside, Barbarian Hack. Have you tried it? The free
No,
board?
no.
It's the little theme.
Yeah, it's just a mess about really.
I didn't know this tabletop game. Where's this from?
Picked it up in W.H. Smith. That's there's another
I'm looking
issue
for the
out
price.
since
Where is the price for it?
about $4.50.
Oh, $5.25.
$5.25.
I'll have a little look at that in a minute. Excuse me. Hay fever. Right, I'm doing a free market, please. Excuse me. I've got the window open here because it's gloriously sunny outside, and a little bit of hay fever. So five dineros, please.
$5.
Yeah.
Right, so now I'll take another income step
Yeah.
and shift that rocket.
Shifting. Yeah. You're bringing him back to Earth.
Yeah. So let's work out the net thrust now. The mass. Oh God, it's only 3. I'm sorry, 4, 5, 6.
Shot.
I did that wrong. Should be there. So 2, 1 for transport class. You can move 1 bird for 2. So I'm moving the rocket from the Lagrange point to the G Earth orbit.
Yeah.
So that costs 2 fuel steps, 1, 2. And that's all I can do.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Right, I'm going to do another free market. I'm just selling high now. I've got a little bit more buying to do, but then I'm definitely going to, once you bring my crew back to Earth, I'm going to have a rocket wait, well, hopefully have a rocket waiting for them to man.
So I'm usually giving you 5, don't I?
Yeah, top. It's your turn. So
Okay,
you're in
so-
Geo, aren't you, at the moment?
Yeah. So again, net thrust is 2, -1 for transport class.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I will, to get it back home now, I use the afterburner as well. So 2 fuel steps to use the afterburner, increases my thrust by 1.
Yeah.
I can move into 2 spaces. So
Oh, right, okay, so that's,
1 back to high Earth orbit,
yeah.
1, 2,
And then another one back to low Earth orbit.
1 back to low Earth orbit,
Okay.
1, 2. So, do we reckon that gets a glory venture, rescuing your...
Is that negotiable, is it?
Players have to agree on it.
Are my men home now?
Well, yeah, but I'm not keeping them hostage.
No, because they are home now, aren't they?
they're home.
There's no glory in that. There's just no glory at all. I think that was just the right thing to do. Yeah. No, come on. We'll give you... Is it negotiable that you get... Is it negotiable that you get a glory?
Yeah, that one, the heroism one.
Okay, yeah. No, I think that's valiant. I think that deserves a... So where is he? Not King of the Gods, is it? Gods and...
Heroism, 3-bit.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
You see the picture on it? A bit controversial. Do you recognise it?
Well, it looks a bit like the Twin Tower sort of thing.
Challenger.
Challenger, is it?
Yeah, that's what it did, wasn't it, when it exploded?
Oh, it went into 2.
It's got the date there, actually.
28th.
If you feel that you have accomplished something heroic or had a catastrophic streak of bad luck, you may claim this card if unclaimed at the end of the game and the majority of players agree. It's got to be the end of the game then, so it should still...
Yeah, so I'll bear you in mind for an act of heroism at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got my crew back now, have I?
Oh, yeah.
Can I have my crew back, please?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise they didn't come home. Thanks. Okay, there we are. I'm going to flog it again, please, for 5 water. Open market. I'm nearly at the end of the flog it stage. Thanks. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to rebuild?
Yeah, it's cost me a lot of money rescuing your crew.
And so it should. They're a valuable crew.
And just make sure you give me the heroism.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there's just been a little bit of confusion, just because for my landing on the moon, it's different to how we've been playing before in the advanced games, and it's not easy to find in the rules apparently. But I just thought
it is, but it's my understanding of the old rules that's causing confusion.
So old rules, new rules, and there's been some. I know there's often living rules of this game on the Sierra Madre site, isn't there? Yeah. So it showed that we're actually gaming inside, and it seemed criminal.
Because this is correct. So the half-birds, the landerbird shaped like a half landerbird.
It's gorgeous outside.
Are treated exactly like landerbirds, except it costs only half your fuel consumption. So it is just...
So a little bit of a hiccup. We've just had it. Vaughan's just had his head in the rule book because
landerbirds and you.
Landerburns and you. And we first thinking it was easier, and now I was realising it's more or less the same, is it? As
well, the landerbirds are like a commitment to say that you are actually landing. It's probably better actually. It's more explanatory. So Mark wanted to move into the landerbird, but he's been using the Vasimir thruster, which is too weak to land him safely on the moon. So he can't move to that bird site because that signals an intention to land. He's going to have to wait.
So we'll undo my little go there. Do I get fuel back, won't I? Water?
Yeah, one.
One back, please.
But it's going to be expensive for you. He's going to have to wait to switch to the. Well, no, we actually do that with your go now.
I could do that with my go now.
He's going to do this with his go now.
Use the
Switch
Robonauts.
to the more powerful thruster to overcome the gravity of the moon and land safely.
Yeah.
So
let's do this.
So with that movement from the polo into that's going to cost you 8 fuel steps. Yeah.
Expensive.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, nearly dry. But you'll be able to refuel on the surface of the moon.
Yeah, well, 1, 2, yeah, and I can refuel on the surface.
And the size of the moon, the site size in this game is 9. So he's got to have thrusters that are, how can I explain it? Well, more powerful thrusters.
Greater than 9?
Greater than the site that you're landing on.
To get you off?
Yes.
So is that it all?
So he has a thruster of a thrust of 10, so that is enough to land him safely onto the moon, and he chooses which site he wishes to land on now.
Thematically, how is that? Because the moon has no gravity, does it?
No, it's an object, isn't it? It's a large object which is moving through space.
So you need a lot of
a gravitational pull
to do it safely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The small sites that aren't planet-sized or moon-sized, you can land on quite safely, but the big sites, you need powerful thrusters.
And what's this 9M and 9S? Is it the light side of the moon, the dark side of the moon? Is that what this is?
Well, they're different sides of the moon, and they're offering different materials and minerals.
And how do I know which offers
this
which?
Is where your patents, when you make your refineries, you need to look on the reverse side. So you want to go for an S site.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the dark side of the moon.
Well, I don't think it matters. It's just the world you settle.
Yep.
So Mark has landed on the moon.
Am I landed there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you paid for it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which site?
On this one.
Yeah,
I think so.
It's landed on the stone side of the moon,
the dark side,
rather than the metal.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 Robonauts in his rocket with a thing called ISRU, in situ resource utilisation. So basically, it means how well they mine and extract materials. And they can also be used for refueling.
So just as a step back, because on the last part of the video I was on this, what are they called, these bits, these steps? The
land of urns.
Yeah. So how did I actually get from there, and what was the cost?
The cost was 8 fuel, and you needed.
Why was it 8?
Because of the fuel consumption of the thruster you were using.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the fuel consumption on my Robonaut, which is what I used to land onto here, and it cost me 8 fuel.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So then what you do to prospect the site and make your claim is you look at the site size, it's big planet, moon, and in this game they're represented abstractly with numbers, so the moon is 9, and you look at your ISRU on your Robonaut. It's got 2, one with 4 and one with 3. As long as they're less than the site size, you can attempt to make a claim. The lower the ISRU of the Robonaut, the better. And then you roll the die, the D6.
Yeah.
So once we've established that you can make the claim because your ISRU is less than the site size, you roll a die, and if the roll is less than the site size, you've successfully claimed that site.
Well,
and
it has to be less than the site size.
Yeah, which was what I was saying earlier on.
So there's the die, 2.
Yeah, 2. So, and then you take a claim disc.
Get in, here we go, claiming the moon.
Yep.
The future's bright, the future's orange.
So that's worth 1 victory point in the game.
Yeah. And now
that is a successful prospect operation.
And can I, on the same turn, mine it, or is that...
no, it's an operation, isn't it? So.
Oh, that's... right, okay.
So that's an S, so that moves down 1 on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's a stone
Yeah.
side, yeah. So have I just earned 10 VPs there by that moving down, or
I don't know if it's the goods that you make that are worth.
is that like a market?
No, you need to build a factory, and then it'll be worth.
The more factories are built, the cheaper.
So if you build a factory, that'll be worth 10 victory points.
Somebody else builds a factory, or I do. It
Yeah,
then goes down
yeah,
to 8 and then 6.
Yeah.
So it's like it is like a little market, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
How do I build a factory?
You need to decommission a. You need to It's an industrialised operation. You need to decommission a refinery there.
Just done a refueling step on his turn, so it's back to me. I'm going to harness 8 lots of water from the surface of the planet to the moon, and here's the key thing: I can actually fill that up onto the rocket, can't I? Because it's where it is.
Yeah, it's with your factory.
That's what I want to do. So the 8, you don't even have to give me the 8, do you? I just move him up by 8 steps, do I, along the red? Yeah?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on 20 now.
20.
Yeah, on my little track. Is that like 20 tanks of fuel equivalent of?
Well, not quite, because it depends on your dry mass.
Do you know what? I don't think I'm even on camera here, and I don't believe that anybody's going to be flying out into this area anytime soon. So I'm quite happy to keep my board there for a bit, so at least it's on camera so you can see. So up to here now, I'm on 20. Anything else I can do on my go?
You can move your rocket now if you want to do. But you're going to need.
How do I mine for resources? Can I mine for resources even though my rocket's not on there because I've got a factory on there? Do a roll for that, do I?
No, you don't. You can just build there now. The Robonauts is to extract water from the site. You've made the claim, so you're getting the resources now.
Yeah.
You've successfully made the claim.
Okay.
And found the resources.
How do I get precious minerals out of there though? The stone, is it, or some sort of mineral? Is there some?
Well, that's the stone site, and that's just what you're using to make your black products now. Yeah.
Right.
Which is better tech.
Okay.
So
how do
if
I
you
do
want,
that?
so you need to do ET production.
That's what I want to do then.
Well, you have to do that next go because you're on the site refuel now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
ET production. Let's go. I'll keep that in mind. Okay.
So the rocket staying there.
Staying there. Yeah.
Stuff it. I'll have a go. I'll launch my rocket now. I'll move the rocket.
About time too.
I know. It's only a mass of 3. It's got a starting thrust of 3. It's tug class -2, so it's got a net thrust of 1. There's no afterburner, so it's just going to cost me 2 fuel points to move to higher orbit, and I will take an income step. I've got my
Okay. So I'd like to do ET production
Sure,
now.
wasn't it?
Extraterrestrial production.
okay.
So what? How do I set about it?
You can't now, can you? Oh yes, you can, because it's in your hand. Where's your hand?
Here.
So, ET production.
Yeah.
So the letters on the back in the black correspond to this, I can't remember what you call it, this material track thing. And he has 1 tech, which corresponds to the S moon site, the stone moon site. So it's got this S product here, which you can make at its factory, which is the Von Neumann Santa Claus machine. So you start an outpost, and at the same time, the factory has come with this freighter, which is going to ship it back to Earth for you.
Handy.
So you also put
You'll put an outpost in.
yeah, you can put an outpost on there.
Okay.
Oh no, actually start a freighter stack. There's this thing we use the freighter stack, so it's not worth.
Okay.
This stack contains at most one black card.
Yeah.
So that goes there. And you put the large cube. Where's your large cube?
Here.
Yeah, that represents your freighter
Where does he go?
on that side.
As well as the
Well,
small
he can
cube?
move now actually. You can move your rocket, your freighter, and he will need. I'm not clear on the rulers of these freighters because they struggle to escape but they have a factory assist.
Yeah, but I'm not wanting to escape the moon yet.
Well, you want to start shipping that back as soon as possible.
Shipping this cube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because as it is at the moment, if I remember right, you would be able to sell that for 10 water tanks.
So this large cube represents
The freighter.
the freighter, and he's got some minerals, hasn't he? That he's
Well, he's made this product,
yeah.
the refinery.
The refinery's made this product.
Yeah.
And this will automatically, the freighter, is it just once per turn? I cannot influence that coming more than
No,
once
it's got
per
a
turn.
net thrust of 1, you don't track the fuel, it moves back to low Earth orbit with one burn at a time,
Yeah.
and with this product, if that's what you want to do. And when it gets back to low Earth orbit, you can sell it for 10 water tanks equal to the current market value,
Yeah. So it's
according
like
to this track here.
Yeah.
You could also create an outpost stack without the freighter and leave that item on the moon, and perhaps his rockets there as well, but he could decommission. He could have another Robonaut delivered to the moon, and from the moon create another rocket stack,
Mm-hmm.
and using the moon as a stepping stone begin his journey with a new rocket
That
from
sounds
the moon
interesting.
to a different site in the solar
So basically,
system.
I've got moon base,
Yes. Yeah.
moon base, and also I can make a colony.
He could start a new rocket stack at low Earth orbit with a crew, land the crew at the moon, and decommission the crew, land on the moon, and decommission the crew to create a colony,
And that's where the victory
a
comes.
human-based colony on the moon, which is worth 1 victory point at the end of the game as well. This is just the tip of the iceberg, really, of the game.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap it up here, I think, because as I say, it is a super complex game. We're running out of time. We've got Mario Kart on the Switch to play yet, haven't we?
We want to get another game of that.
Want to get another game of that in. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That Mario Kart, as is Zelda Breath of the Wild, is just wow. It's just out there, isn't it? So going to get another Mario Kart on the Switch, I should say, done. We're going to wrap this up. That's enough space exploration for today, isn't it?
I think it's wrecking your head, isn't it?
Well, no, it's just there's a lot going on in this game, isn't
I
it?
think a bit ropey. It's a good year since we've played.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Yeah.
Some things we're unfamiliar with the new 3rd edition.
Yeah. I remember
It is an excellent game.
I remember last time we had quite a lot of fun, and I was prospecting out here, wasn't I? I came up into this belt out here.
And that was the advanced game.
That was the advance, and I didn't fare too well, did I? Out there, if you remember.
A bit of a disaster.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, hopefully, is there anything else wrapping up, Vaughan? I think that's. The purpose of this is just hoping to get somebody to give them a little leg up onto their journey with High Frontier. To be honest, that's.
Hopefully. Little bit shaky, little bit rusty myself.
Yeah.
But I hope it gives somebody a
little insight. Yeah.
into the gameplay.
Into the game.
And it probably plays well with 2. It plays well solo. I think it plays even, but there's not much downtime between turns, and it plays well with
3 players.
3. I've never played it with 5, but 3 or 4. We played it 4 player with the twins.
Right. Yeah.
You played it as well?
Yes, I did. Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, 4 players, the max we've played at so far. Yeah. So yeah, it is an excellent game. It is one of the heavy. It is. There's no question about it. Sierra Madre Games. It says a deep experience board game. It's definitely that, isn't it?
It's very deep.
Yeah, very deep. So hopefully that's been of some use. Apologies if it's not as polished and high end as maybe
As it could have been.
as it could have been. Yeah, and it certainly could have been if we'd have had more time and had a dummy playthrough first or whatever, and refreshed up on all the rules and stuff. But hopefully we'll be able to cobble together something to give people an insight into this game, because it's worth putting the effort in, isn't it? It's an excellent game, but the rulebook can be a bit obtuse, can't it?
It's not. It's a lot better.
Yeah.
I think the training guide. A lot of people have said on the Geek that it's not good. The training guide is excellent, but for someone who's learned this game from first edition rules, which was the heart of the magic realm.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't take as long. It's I forgot where I was going.
About learning the game from the first edition rules.
The training guide is good.
It's good.
It is good, and actually, when you've got the 8 basic operations down to a T, and you understand the board as it is, and the key is really the burns.
Mm-hmm. It's all in the burn.
It's not that complex. The complexity of the game is planning your strategy and the amount of choices that are available.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to know, I do know how to get to the Uranus flyby, which is right over here on the board, which is why we've got these big boards. It's done like this. There you go, done.
Brilliant.
Thanks for watching.